I'm glad. Rex never saw a trained police dog jump. He was just an amateur jumper himself, but the most daring and tenacious I have ever seen. He would take on any fence we pointed out of him. So now we have seen that the Rex enjoys in swimming. He enjoys the water. He enjoys bring heavy things like chest of drawers back to home. So now in this para, author says that how he was feeling while jumping. I'm glad Rex never saw a trained police dog jump. He was just an amateur jumper himself. He was just a entertainer. He wasn't a perfect jumper like a police dog, but the most daring and tenacious. He was determined, firm. He wanted to do whatever he wants. He did not give up easily. Whatever task it was, he did not want to give up. He would take on any fence we pointed out to him. Fence, Tadebeli. Bailey, fence. The surrounding border of the house or building, Tadegode, we could say. Fence. We pointed out to him. 6 feet was easy for him. So he could jump over 6 feet fence. And he could do 8 by making a tremendous leap and hauling himself over finally by his paws. So 6 feet was easy task for him, but he did not give easily up. So to jump from 8 feet height, what he was doing, he took a tremendous leap, jump, and hauling himself, carrying his body from there, and finally stopping into his paws, feet, grunting, groaning, making sound, and straining. Why? Straining means throwing, carrying his body with the stressful way. Strain means when we are working hard, we get strained. We become tired. But he lived and died without knowing that 12 and 16-foot walls were too much for him. But he did not know he could jump easily from 6 feet height. He also tried difficultly to clear up the 6 feet height fence, but the 12 or 16-foot walls were too much for him. Frequently, after letting him try to go over one for a while, we would have to carry him home. He would never have given up trying. He easily could not leave any task undone. What they have to do? If they let the dog to cross the or to jump the fence, he would not come home easily. So they have to carry him forcefully back to home. There was in his world no such thing as the impossible. According to the author, there wasn't any task that is impossible for the dog. Even death couldn't beat him down. Even Death also could not beat the dog easily. He died, it is true, but only as one of his admirers said. Admirer, those who liked the dog, those who loved the dog, those who liked the dog for its disposition, for its behavior, for its nature, said that after straight arming the death angel, straight arming the death angel is a praise. What does that mean? That means he did not die easily. Instead, he made the death angel to wait for him more than an hour. He did not die quickly. Straight arming means keeping the person away or keeping something or some person from disturbation, from the disturb for more than an hour. Late one afternoon, he wandered home too slowly and uncertainly to be the Rex that had trotted briskly homeward up our avenue for 10 years. See, since its childhood, since he came to their house for almost 10 years, so one day he came that place, that their avenue, their place, very slowly. The dog arrived very slowly, trotted, taking small steps in a average pace, not a face, pace, Pace. Late afternoon. I think we all knew when he came through the gate that he was dying. So by his walking, people of the house felt that he's going to die, because his appearance reveals that he had apparently taken a terrible beating, because when dog arrived, he was beaten brutally, he was beaten terribly, probably from the owner of some dog he had got into a fight with. It could be some of dog's owner, you know, with whom Rex had fight previously or earlier. So the dog's owner perhaps beaten this Rex. His head and body were scarred. Scarred means marks, stains were there, the marks were the beaten marks were there. And some of the brass studs of his heavy collar, the round, the belt tied around dog's neck, so which usually has studs, and that those studs weren't on the place, they were loosened. He looked at our hands and, staggering, fell but got up again. He was so weak, he licked Nekkudu. He licked their hands, staggering, unsteady. He could not walk steadily. He walked like the way of falling, unsteady. Fell but got up again. Although he fell down, he got up again. We could see that he was looking for someone. One of his 3 masters was not home. He did not get home for an hour. So He looked into the people who were there, licked their hands, but even though he could not stand steadily, he was waiting for one of his master. You remember, in the beginning itself, the author told that they were three brothers, and they were his masters. So one of author's brother wasn't at home. So what does the dog do? The dog waited until another master came home. He did not get home for an hour. The third master came to home after an hour. During that hour, the bull terrier fought against death as he had fought against the cold, strong current of the creek. See, he was. So during that 1 hour, he fought the death. It was like he had fought against the cold, strong current of the creek. Creek, the water beach, the water park, the beach where he used to swam against that stream, that strong currents of water. When the person he was waiting for did come through the gate, whistling, ceasing to whistle, Rex walked a few oblique paces toward him, touched his hand with his muzzle, and fell down again. When the third master of Rex came home, he got up and walked near the man, and although he couldn't walk, he walked a few oblique paces, unsteady, very difficultly. He walked toward him and touched his hand with his muzzle. The part of the body, the part of the head of an animal, which includes nose and mouth. So he touched the author's brother and fell down again. This time he did not get up, and in this way he died. In this way, Rex breathed its last breath. Rex died in this way. Now, there are many incidents in the lesson which speaks about Rex was a good fighter. When you write the answers, mention the suitable sentences to the answer. Important is the disposition, the character of, the nature of Rex. He was gentle in nature. He did not bite to any person. He killed cats very quickly, and he enjoyed pulling back the heavy things like wooden trails, chest of drawers. He liked to swim in the water. And finally, he liked to jump through the fence. He like he like he likes jump through the fence, and there wasn't any task which was impossible to Rex. Nothing was impossible to him. He could bring the heavy things from the alley from far away place. He could hold another dog's ear. His hold was so ferocious that nobody could separate. You can mention the when they ask cite one instance to show that Rex was a good fighter. So here you have to mention about his disposition. He has a power like a wrestler, and the incident which happened with Negro's dog. What was happened there? They blocked, no one could separate both dogs even after beating dog. And what happened there? The situation, there was a chaos. The cars on the street were stopped. People gathered there, and at last what happened? They called the fire service. So after fire service arrived, so they could separate the dogs. And in the second question, what does the narrator remember about the virgin dive of Rex? So for this you have to mention about its enjoyment into the water, how he swam in Alum Creek, how he enjoyed in the water, and how he swam to the upstream and came down, and also how in the initial part, in the beginning he was very nervous, he trotted, and later he jumped into the water from how much feet height? From almost 8 feet or more, 8 feet height. Let us stop here, dear students.